Okay, so I'm going to look at 3 problems for solving single-step equations and then go over some goals. Hopefully this will help you with your homework. The first thing that we're given is that we have a square with perimeter of 64 inches. So you might remember the perimeter formula for a square is 4 times the side length, 4s. So if I know the perimeter is 64 inches, then I can write 64 is going to equal 4 times the side length. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 side lengths should be 64 inches. Now, this is an equation. We have a variable on one side of an equal sign, and our goal for solving equations is to isolate the variable. Isolate the variable. And you can fill that in on your notes as we go along. So I want to figure out what the side equals. When I'm done with this, I want to have it say side equals blah, 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 some number. So what am I going to do here? Well, if 4 times the side gives me 64, maybe I should divide 64 by 4. When you solve an equation, you want to do the opposite operation of what's being done to the variable. So here we have 4 times s, and I will divide by 4. Do the opposite. Opposite operations. I'm abbreviating here. So I'm doing the opposite. The opposite of times is divide. I'm going to do the same operation on the other side of the equal sign because I want to maintain balance of the equation. So, same operation on both sides. And then I'm going to simplify. 4 divided by 4 is 1s, which could be written as s, equals 64 divided by 4 is 16. So now I have done my goal. I've isolated the variable. My side length is 16. Oh, I had an L here. I'll write that as an S. Side length equals 16 inches. And then we'll take a look at it and see if it makes sense. My side was 16, so my perimeter should be 4 times 16. And 4 times 16 is 64, which is what P should have equaled. If I look here, 16, 16, 16, and 16, I could add those up to see that that works to give me a 64-inch perimeter. Okay, I'll erase that now. We'll look at another one. Area of a triangle is 30 centimeters squared, so I already know its area. I'm being told here that the base is 12 centimeters. That's the base. And I don't know the height. My height is unknown. So I'm going to start off with my area equation. Area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. So I'm going to go ahead and put in all of the information I know. Area is 30. 1/2 is a constant. My base is 12, and I don't know my height. I'll leave that as a variable. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and simplify right here. I now have 30 equals half of 12, 6. 6 times my height. 6 times something is 30. 5. The answer should be 5. The height is 5, because 5 times 6 is 30. Now, how can we show that algebraically? Well, I want to isolate the variable. This is a single-step equation. I've got one operation to perform, and I will have the h isolated. What should I do? Well, my instructions say the opposite operation. The opposite of multiplying 6 by the variable h is to divide 6. I'm going to do the same thing on both sides, and then I'm going to simplify both sides. Forgot to write that last time. Okay, so I'll have 6 divided by 6 is 1h, and 1 times h is just h, equals 30 divided by 6 is 5. So my height should be 5 centimeters. Well, let me go ahead and try that. My area is 1/2 times the base times the height. Half of 12 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30. So it says my area is 30, and that's what it's supposed to be. So I got it right. You'll notice at the bottom of your note sheet, it asks, what are you supposed to do? Every time you're finished with an equation, plug the variable back in and make sure you have a balanced equation. That's the answer. Last one. This is a parallelogram. My area is 60 feet squared. My height is 5 feet, so I have a height of 5 feet, an area of 60 feet squared, and I'm wondering what the base or the length of the bottom is. Okay, so my area formula is, I'll call that base. I gave it a wrong variable. Area is base times height. So in this instance, I'm going to have 60 equals my base, I don't know, I'll call it B, times my height of 5. So my variable has not been isolated yet. I still need to do that. When I'm done with this equation, I want it to say B equals a number. And then I'll know what my base is. So I'm going to perform the opposite operation. Right now it says B times 5. So I'll do the opposite of multiply. That's divide. I'll do the same on the opposite side to maintain balance. Divide by 5 over here. And then I'll simplify. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times the base is just the base. Equals 60 divided by 5 is 12. So I'll have 12 feet. Again, I'll check base times height. 5 times 12 should be 60, and it is. So those are 3 examples to help you with your homework. Here's the rules.